Welcome back to the Riverhead Raceway for the Aflac Cup Series Season 12, Race 7. Officially at the halfway point in this 12-race season. These last 6 races will determine the Season 12 champion. The points race is getting tighter, and we have some drama with our previous points leader, Kyle Larson, being penalized, and now he sits 10th in the standings. Check out some drivers to watch for tonight's race. The field has been inverted from the finishing drivers. Greg Biffle is now the pole sitter for tonight. We'll see if he can take advantage, lead some laps, and maybe come away with a win. Ryan Preece has a shot at redemption, being spun out by Joey Logano on a late race restart. Now he's at the front of the field and ready to take the crown. Kyle Larson is time to make a statement to the Aflac Cup Series officials and get back in this points hunt. He's towards the front. Let's see if he can move forward. And then Brad Keselowski wrecked his primary car in qualifying. Didn't do so well in the first race, and now he sits towards the front for this one. Thank you to our partners, Altitude Graphics, for making these amazing graphics, and Spoiler Diecast, where you can use code ACS12 at checkout. Now, let's go trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engine! Right, we are fired up for this starting lineup here at Riverhead. Once again, just a quick note, the field will be inverted on track based on finishing results from the first race. If a driver DNF'd the first race, they will start at the rear of the field, and drivers were allowed to swap paint schemes, so some teams are very busy. Greg Biffle on pole, Cole Custer to his outside. Eric Jones and Austin Dillon find themselves in row 2, and Jimmy Johnson and Ty Dillon in row 3. Row 4 is Ryan Preece and Brad Keselowski. And we have Kurt Busch and Christopher Bell in row 5. Michael McDowell and Kyle Larson in row 6. And Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman in row 7. Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace in row 8. And Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott in row 9. Tyler Reddick and Chris Buescher in row 10. And Kevin Harvick and Justin Bonsignor in row 11. Let's see if these guys towards the back can make their way towards the front. William Byron finished 4th in the first race and Stenhouse 3rd. Logano and Corey LaJoie in row 13. These two are your top finishes from the first race earlier today. Briscoe and Truex in row 14. Daniel Suarez and Harrison Burton in row 15. Row 16, Austin Cindric and Todd Gillen. And Denny Hammer and Hamlin next to AA Eric Almirola. 20 laps tonight. That's a total of 5 miles. It's going to go by fast. 85 degrees. It's a beautiful night on the track. And Corey LaJoie was your previous winner earlier today. Let's do it again, folks. This time 20 laps. Green flag is in the air. To Biff. Oh, we got a car in the wall. Looks like Ty Dillon. Brad Keselowski's slow. Looks like he got into him at the start of this race. And Biffle is off and running into the race lead. It looks like some faster cars are going to track that NY Racing team down. Eric Jones gets into the back of him. Jones dives in, but he goes in too hard. Biffle back to the race lead. Now Jimmy Johnson, owner of Eric Jones' race team, he's looking to get to the race lead. Johnson working hard. Underneath Biffle to the lead goes Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson and Greg Biffle battling for the lead. Flashbacks of Season 3 in the Aflac Cup Series. Man, it's been a long time watching drivers come and go. Oh, Logano goes up the track. Pushes some guys out of the way. Now Eric Jones looks like he has a really good race car for tonight's race. To the inside of his teammate Jimmy Johnson, and Eric Jones maybe going to get to the race lead. Johnson hanging tough on the outside. And that's going to bring Christopher Bell into this mix. Bell goes around the outside. How about that? That's a sign of a good running race car. Christopher Bell sporting a new paint scheme today, rocking the purple Yahoo scheme. But that opens the door for Ryan Preece. Preece looking for redemption. He gets himself to the race lead. We're already halfway through the race. Oh, we got some cars spinning in turns 3 and 4. Big crash. Bonsignor gets into the pit road wall. Head-on collision. Denny Hamlin slaps the wall. Logano went around. We had Reddick, Bubba Wallace, Michael McDowell. Hard hits for a lot of drivers here. Let's see what happens Oh, Logano gets into Bubba Wallace, spins him out, and then Logano goes around. Let's see this. Logano wrecks Bubba. Reddick and McDowell check up and get crashed. Bonsignor, nowhere to go through the smoke, ends up hitting the pit wall. Here it is again. Oh, Suarez spins Briscoe out in accident. And there's Hamlin slapping the wall. Broken toe link on the number 11. That will put him into the garage for the night. Bonsignor with a head-on hit. Bubba Wallace gets the toe after getting spun out by Joey Logano. Tyler Reddick involved. Michael McDowell involved. And there's Logano going to be able to continue on. But he's been quite the menace tonight. And then there's Ty Dillon getting some repairs. This is what happened on the first start of the race. I think Keselowski just gave him a push. Dillon spinning the tires. That could have been a lot worse for some of those drivers there running towards the front. But Ryan Preece is the race leader, looking to get his breakout win in the Aflac Cup Series. Let's see if he can do it. Green flag, Preece, Bell on the front row. Here they go. Oh, Kurt Busch looked inside, pushes him wide. Oh, Preece goes around. We got a big stack up on the backstretch. Kyle Larson getting into it hard with Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Blaney, Austin Dillon. I think I saw Jimmy Johnson spinning out. Let's see, Kurt Busch looks inside, washes up the track. Oh, and Preece gets into the wall. Kyle Busch gets into the back of Ryan Preece there. Not too much damage on the 18. That's actually really good by Kyle Busch to get through that. There's Kevin Harvick getting into it, going up on top of Ryan Blaney. And this might be the most cars involved in one single crash this season. Blaney getting the hook. Chase Elliott. We've always got one in us here when it comes to Riverhead. Seems like every time we come here, the cars wad up on a late race restart. Chastain and Jimmy Johnson getting some repairs. Kyle Busch going to stay on the track. He's sitting inside the top 5. But it's Bell and Eric Jones. Last time the Aflac Cup Series was going, Eric Jones was in that number 20, but now it's Christopher Bell. So Eric Jones, chance to race his old ride here as we go back to the green. But Jones is going to lose that spot to Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch now up to second. Kurt in his final season looking for that one final win. Oh, he gets a little loose off of turn 2 there. And Bell is going to be able to scoot away just a tad. Comfortable lead here for Christopher Bell as we have 6 laps to go in the race. Cars fly by down the backstretch. Look at Daniel Suarez making up some good spots. Ross Chastain and Jimmy Johnson trying to make up spots as well after that spin. Brothers Kurt and Kyle run second and third. William Byron getting past, oh my goodness, there's Logano again. Watching up the track. Well, Logano's been quite the menace tonight. William Byron and Corey LaJoie battling for position. Those two battled for the race win earlier today. And here's Kurt and Kyle now. Can Kyle get by Kurt Busch? Kyle Busch is definitely faster than his brother. Oh, Kyle too aggressive there. Washes up the track. That opens the door for Kurt to get back. Oh, we got a car around us. Joey Logano into the outside wall. That's going to bring out a caution with 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 laps to go on the restart now. And it's Logano into the outside wall. That kind of seems like karma in a way. Let's see who got into him. Oh, it's Briscoe. Briscoe was one of the drivers that Logano washed up the track on earlier in this race, around lap 14, 15 or so. And there's Logano getting the hook to the garage area. Night for Joey. And here's earlier in the race, Logano gets up into McDowell and Bonsignor, and then he uses up Briscoe and Cindric, his own teammate. Logano seems like he's not braking soon enough tonight. Well, now he can take a break in the garage. 2 laps to go. Bell, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, the top 4. Green flag in the air. 2 laps to go in Riverhead. What a day of racing it's been. Bell gets a bump from Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch with a damage to the race lead. Bell's driving hard, getting squirrely. He's got a run coming off of turn 2. He's going to take it. Oh, he gets into the tires. Knocks him out of the way. Eric Jones gets into him, but it's too late. Kyle Busch gets the win at Riverhead. How about that? Kyle Busch getting the checkered and caution flag at the same time. Does the burnouts here at Riverhead. What a victory for Kyle Busch. Awesome race here. There's Christopher Bell into the outside wall. Unfortunately, loses the lead here. The great pass from Kyle Busch, the bump and run, and then Bell trying to give it his all, gets into the tires. Eric Jones, unfortunately, gets into him. I think Jones is still going to be credited with a third-place finish as the caution flag flew. But the race winner is Kyle Busch. Came into the Riverhead week in the points leader. He's going to leave the doubleheader as the points leader. 15-point advantage over second place. William Byron, Kurt Busch, Ross Chastain, and Corey LaJoie moving up to fifth in points. Chase Elliott, Reddick, Bowman moving up into the points now. Chris Buescher and Truex are your top 10. There's Kyle Larson. Once the points leader now is 79 points out. It's going to be interesting to see if he can make up those points. Brad Keselowski is 11th in points, moving up. Bubba Wallace, 12th. Bubba did drop a little bit. Ryan Preece sitting 23rd in points. Unfortunate circumstances heading into Riverhead. Such a strong car this weekend, both races. Ends up not getting the finishes that he truly deserved. Now we're going to check out our finishing results from the Riverhead Race 2, the doubleheader, the nightcapper. Kyle and Kurt, the top two. Alex Bowman, third, and Eric Jones credited with a fourth place finish at the time of the caution. Keselowski with a top 5. William Byron finished 6th. Corey LaJoie with the top 10 after his win today. Harrison Burton, nice job to finish 11th. He's been quietly running well this season. Austin Cindric finishing 18th. There's Chase Elliott in 29th. Kyle Larson 28th. Harvick 27th. Ryan Blaney, Ryan Preece, Logano, and then Christopher Bell, once leading the race, comes home tonight with a 23rd place finish. And Bubba Wallace, your Nike Motor Speedway winner, finishes 32nd tonight. Our next race, we are heading to the high banks of Talladega. Can't wait to see everyone there. It's going to be such a great time. We always love our Talladega races. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the doubleheader. Always a special event in the Affleck Cup Series. I truly appreciate it. This is JT24, JM26, signing out.